Just a few moments ago, we told you about the missing American sailor and the massive rescue operation taking place in the Arabian Sea, right? But now more details are beginning to emerge, and they help us understand just how serious and dangerous this whole situation really was. According to the US military, the Sea Hawk helicopter was carrying 4 crew members when it suddenly encountered an emergency during the flight operation. The pilots, they had no choice but to make an emergency landing in the Arabian Sea. Well, fortunately, 3 crew members, they were rescued quickly and they are now reported to be in a very stable condition. However, 1 crew member, he remains missing, and rescue teams, they continue searching across the vast Arabian Sea. In the meantime, military officials say that there is no indication that emergency forces were involved. Maybe they are talking about Iran. But at the moment, investigators believe that this was an emergency landing rather than an attack. But that has not stopped the questions from being raised across the world. You know why? Because timing matters. The incident happened at a time when American military forces remain heavily deployed across the West Asia. Although active fighting has reduced in some areas, but American naval forces continue protecting important shipping routes, monitoring the regional security, and supporting military operations across the Gulf. So that means every military incident, it immediately attracts global attention. Now, the Arabian Sea itself, it is one of the busiest security waterway in the world. In fact, thousands of commercial ships passes through this particular water every year, carrying oil, natural gas, goods worth billions of dollars. It is also an important area where American aircraft carrier regularly conduct military operation. In fact, the USS George H.W. Bush, from which this helicopter was operating, is one of the United States Navy's most powerful aircraft carrier. It carries fighter jets, helicopters, and thousands of military personnel. In fact, every operation launched from such a carrier, it follows detailed planning and strict security procedures here. And that is why an emergency landing like this one is considered a serious event. Military aviation experts say that helicopters are among the most difficult aircraft to operate over open water. Unlike fixed-wing aircraft, helicopters depend on constant rotor stability here. Even a small technical problem, it can quickly become dangerous. And once the aircraft reaches the water, well, the challenge becomes even greater. Helicopters often become unstable after touching the sea. Strong waves, powerful currents, poor visibility, everything works against rescue team. And that is why the first few minutes after the water landings, well, it is considered as the most critical one. The US Navy immediately launched helicopters, rescue swimmers, surveillance aircraft, and nearby naval vessels to search for the missing sailor. Every search pattern, it is carefully planned. Every radar signal is examined, every possible location is checked. Because the goal is simple here: bring every service member home. And yes, at the very same time, investigators have started examining what have caused the emergency here. Well, was it a mechanical failure? Was there a technical malfunction? Did changing weather condition play a role here? Or was it simply an unfortunate incident during routine operations? Those answers will only become clear after a detailed investigation. Until then, the search operation remains the Navy's highest priority. All around the globe, millions are now waiting for just one piece of good news: that the missing sailor is found alive. Because beyond every military headline here, there's always a human story. A family waiting, friends praying, and the entire rescue team refusing to give up their hopes. But yes, while America is searching for one missing sailor in the Arabian Sea, another story is creating headlines inside Israel. A leaked report now claims that one of country's most important energy facilities suffered far greater damage than previously believed.